So how are you ladies doing? You ladies that are in your 30s and you ladies that have given your life to the gospel of Jesus Christ and chose to live a certain way for years upon years upon years. And you're getting to a point in your life where you feel like you're not seeing fruit. You're not seeing fruit of the investment that you feel like you put into it. How are y'all doing? Because I know for me, I'm getting to a point where, or I've gotten to a point where I'm like, all right. And there's just certain things that I had expected that I would have by now. There's a certain life that I thought that I would have. And I don't really see me in this moment having that life. And I've also had people pray over me, say different things. But before, it used to be like, okay, I had so much hope and so much faith in certain things that I thought would happen. And now I'm like, just getting to the point where I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm telling myself if these things don't happen, it's okay. But am I telling myself that to protect myself from God, quote unquote? And I have to be real with myself and ask myself that. So as I'm processing this, I'm like, how many women have either walked this path, have been on this path, entering into this path, or are in the middle of this path right now? And they're just exhausted, or you feel your faith depleting and you just start questioning overall, did I make the right decision? Like, did I? I'm here to tell you that you did. You did, I did, we did, collectively. You made the right decision. And even if the world is going a different direction, even if the world puts, and when I say the world, in this case, family, friends, people around you feel like they put pressure on the fact that your life doesn't look a certain way. Even if you feel judged by not having certain things or your life not looking a certain way, I want to tell you that a lot of those things are a lie. They're a lie from the pit of hell. It's a lie from the pit of hell. And you standing, me standing on our faith is worth it. It's worth it to stay in place. It's worth it. And there's a lot of different ideologies going on now. There's a lot of things within this. Just the internet in general has so many different thought processes and avenues that people can go. And there's a lot of attack on Christianity in general, where people preach a message that Christianity, you're not living your full self. You're completely living your full self and you're free. And I want to remind you of that. Despite people that live in a place of unbelief and they try to push that on you, it's not true. That message is not true. And you're like, how do I get to a place that I'm reminded of that? I want to remind you to remember your history with God. Your history with God is so important because it will erase all of the doubt and it will erase all of the bad negative thoughts that try to come in and replace the truth. And it will remind you of who God is and who God has always been and who he will be. So, yeah, you made the right decision. And I don't have all the answers right now for you, but what I will tell you is staying in the place that you are and standing true to what you know, not what you assume, but what you know, is going to pay off. And learn to separate whose voice is whose and continue to keep moving forward. You got this. We got this. And life is great. There's a lot of other things, and there's a lot of things to be grateful for. And life is great. We're still here. So